brother.
What did your mother do?
My father's work. She was doing all my father's work in the field, raising stuff for us so we could
eat.
live.
I see.
Like father did.
Yes.
In the field. Plowing and whatever men did, she did it. My poor mother. Yeah.
No wonder the people died so young.
Yeah.
They worked so hard.
So hard. She looked so old too. She wasn't old enough to look that old, but she looked awful old. All the wrinkles pulled. 40 years old, all wrinkled up already. Yeah.
How did you get your shoes? There must have been stores where you bought shoes and boots.
You mean
in Lithuania, your shoes.
My shoes, you had to have handmade.
Is that right?
You had to have money too to have handmade. There was a man making shoes. There was no store selling shoes.
Oh my.
Where I came from. Yeah. So this man, my mother took me over and he measured my foot and he made the shoes for me. What are those that you put on like that? You
probably made them a little bit bigger so they'd last a little longer.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So anyway, first pair I ever had, shoes, before there was only, they used to make some kind of silly sandals like, just a wooden sole with some straps so you can
hold them on.
Yeah, hold them on.
We don't realize how lucky we are over here.
You have no idea, yeah.
That must have been so hard, just cooking with your clay ovens and just cooking what you raise, you know, your vegetables. And you probably didn't know, except, and if you didn't have apple trees or something, you probably didn't have much fruit either.
It's whatever you got from your garden. That's all.
My goodness. Yeah. Did the government give each family a little bit of land? Is that how it went?
Yes.
I was wondering how people got the land.
Yeah. So many for you, so many for you, so many, what they call it.
Did you have to give a certain portion of what you grew to the government?
Yeah, 40%, I remember my mother said 40% we pay taxes, 40% for what they earned.
Well, you had no choice. They gave you the land and you lived on it, so I suppose they have to get something back.
Yeah.
My goodness, that's unbelievable.
You have no idea.
And you remember so much of that.
10 years old, I should remember a lot more.
And
when
how
you haven't been anywhere, you don't learn nothing, you know, dear. Yeah. Staying in the house, went to church, I remember church, that's about all. Yeah.
Do you remember your grandparents at all? Your mother's or your father's parents?
No, my mother's, I don't know, they died before I was born.
In Lithuania?
Yeah. My father's mother, I remember, just barely remember her, but not too good. I don't remember her too good. I was too young when she died, my father's mother.
Were you born in Vilna?
Vilna.
Vilna. Now, is that
That's
like...
the name, the state.
Oh, the state.
Yeah.
So it would be, you don't remember what village or anything?
Well, I remember the name, but you will never be able to pronounce it in English.
How do you say it in Lithuanian?
In Lithuanian, there's Stakliškės.
Uh-huh.
Stakliškės. That's the name of town.
The town.
Or city, whatever it was.
Uh-huh.
Town, I guess. Yeah. Stakliškės. in Lithuanian, but in English I have no idea.
Yeah. And of course, everything changed after the war.
Yeah, now it's altogether different.
Oh, sure.
Lena went to Lithuania only a couple of years ago.
Oh.
She says it's not too bad now. When I was there, it was terrible. They lived in the one room house, and no matter if it's a lot of children, they still live in one room, sleeping all over, everywhere.
Now,
But
Lena,
now she says they live in better.
they probably have electricity and telephones.
I have no idea. Yeah.
Now, how is Lena related?
To me,
Yeah,
her father is my first cousin.
I see.
She's my second cousin.
I see. That would be on the Verona side.
No.
I mean,
Lena is my aunt,
your-
Barbara. My aunt, she's my aunt. It's a grandmother to Lena.
okay. Okay.
His name was Kaminskas too.
Okay. Now, yes, because I was thinking Minnie too. Minnie and
Minnie is her sister,
yes,
and they my second cousin.
second cousins. Yeah. I should look her up sometime when we're
Her
there.
father was my first cousin.
Uh-huh. What was her father's name?
Her father's name is Peter.
Oh, yes.
Peter
Now, he
Cummings.
died, didn't he?
He died.
He died.
He worked for the railroad 50, 60 years.
My
Yeah.
goodness.
He had a nice pension from the railroad.
When you met Uncle Freddie, what was he doing for work?
He was working for Springfield. He was working in Springfield. He was working on the motorcycles,
Oh.
Indian motorcycle. Remember years
Yes,
ago?
yes.
He was making parts for the Indian motorcycle.
How far did he go to school?
Just grammar school.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's all.
And think how smart he was with so many things. Just grammar school.
Grammar school.
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, his education was poor like mine too. He went to French school, French speaking school. The sisters were teaching them how to speak English, and they didn't even speak good English themselves. Yeah, that's what he told me. He
This was
said,
in
yeah,
Salem?
Salem, Massachusetts. Yeah. So he got a very poor education. He's not the only one. The whole, all the children got poor education.
What did his father do for work?
Well, he was a wonderful carpenter.
Good.
He worked for a very rich man. Father did make good money. They were prominent people. They were very well-to-do people. Father was making good money.
Good.
And father built himself a big building and two houses and building practically all by himself. Done a lot of work by himself, so saved a lot of money there. Yeah, they were well-to-do.
Then after,
Canadians, she says, they're all cheap Canadians. My in-laws, they weren't cheap at all. They were wonderful people.
no, she's just jealous.
Yeah.
She's just
Terrible,
jealous.
envious person.
Because she doesn't have any family life.
She's on the outs with everybody in her family, so she don't think the other families could be close.
Yeah, that's too
Don't
bad.
understand it.
Yeah.
School teacher, there's something a little bit wrong there. Yeah.
So from the motorcycle place, where did Uncle Freddie go next?
From motorcycle place, he went to service.
Yeah.
He was in the service only about 6 months. The war was over when he went in. About 6 months he was in the army. He came back, the war was over, he came back. And the Indian motorcycle place was going out of business. So he lost his job, came from the war, no job. He was looking for work for a long time.
So what did he do next?
Next, then he got a job in the Westinghouse area, but he didn't like it. So then he got a job in Gilbert Barker's in West Springfield. Gilbert Barker's.
What did they do?
They made everything. He was running this very, very important machine that he can make any part, any kind of part.
Oh my.
He was making parts for airplanes. He was making parts for a lot of things. They were making the what do you call it? They now sell a heating system, or the new heating system.
Furnaces?
Furnaces, making furnaces, and gasoline pumps they were making, and furnaces for the cellars. And he was making all kinds of parts. He said, we can make parts for watch.
My goodness.
He knew how to figure. It tells you how to figure.
Just figure on just a grammar
he
school.
said that it mustn't be one hair or thickness of the hair can't be out of place. It's got to be exactly, measurements got to be exactly. It can't be one hair thickness out of the way.
And to think he only went to grammar school
Just
to be
grammar
that
school.
smart.
Yeah. Well, he went and took up, he learned a trade there. When he was a young boy from school, he went and learned the trade, machinist trade.
Oh, I see.
But
At school.
He went to school for special for that,
I see.
to be a machinist.
Well, I wondered how he got that
Oh yeah.
education.
He went to school to learn the machinist. Yeah, he went to school.
But
Couple of years he went to school.
Didn't he work for that oil company?
Standard Oil of New
Standard
Jersey.
Oil?
That's Gilbert Barker's oil.
Oh, that was the same company.
Same company.
Oh, I didn't know
They
that.
called it Gilbert Barker's. I don't know why, but it was a Standard Oil of New Jersey.
So that's when he started building up his stocks and bonds. He knew what the company was buying, so then...
Yeah, company was giving everybody a chance to buy a stock. So we bought a stock. And they said, well, if it's all right, doing all right, yeah, get another one, buy another one. That's how he got started.
And he loved daddling with the stock market. I remember him coming to the farm, and he'd always go to the newspaper, and we were so impressed with how much he knew about Wall Street.
Yeah.
He was a smart cookie.
It just struck him. He was good at it. Not because he was smart in education or anything, but he just...
And look at how your money has doubled since he's been gone. He provided for you very well. Well, you saved right along with him. It was both of you worked together all your life.
I know it, yeah.
I remember you saying that you'd have $5 left over from something, you'd run up to the bank, and that's how you do it.
Yeah, sure. It'd be weeks and weeks and weeks, and I'd go to bank with $25. For about 2-3 months savings with $25, I go to bank when I think about it there. Now, yes.
Well, $25 in those days was like $100 today, or more maybe.
She don't understand that. I was telling her that. I said, how would you like that? She goes to bank with a few hundreds, never mind that. Little by little.
I see.
She's my second cousin.
I see. That would be on the Verona side.
No, something a little bit wrong there. Yeah. Sure. How to figure.
Just figure on just a grammar
he
school.
said that it mustn't be, he was good at it. Not because she was with little boy. She had a little boy with her. Never minded her. Yeah. Little by little.